Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is all about achieving that soft golden glow from this simple eyeshadow look to achieving that dewy complexion that JLo herself would be proud of. Let's get started. This is the Becca backlighting primer. It's going to help give us that illuminated dewy look. Pop that on with your fingers. Try to avoid the T-zone a little bit if you can. Just give it a good rub in. Alright. Then we're going to go in with the Becca Aqua Luminous foundation. The packaging is a little bit tricky on this one. I'm the shade Light. And this is the models prefer airbrush foundation brush. Just distribute that evenly around the face and then start to buff it in. Just in circular motions, really work it into the skin, because we want it to look really, really natural and dewy, not like the foundation sitting on top of the skin. Work that all the way down your neck, through your ears, past your ears, really blending it in around your hairline as well. Where you have any pores, just keep working them in and they'll slowly start to disappear. We're now going to prime the eyelids. This is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot and the Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush. Just pop that all over the eyelid, just working it in. It doesn't have to be too neat as it is the same colour as our skin tone virtually. So our first eyeshadow that we're going to lay down is this illamasqua lovely bronze here. It's the illamasqua Reflections palette. And with the Q&A number 11 brush, just press that all over the eyelid. It is a creamy eyeshadow, so it is really easy and simple to put that all over. Just press that up to the crease area. Again, not being too neat, because we are going to go over with the blending brush and buff that line out through the crease. You're just trying to get the eyeshadow onto the eyelid at this stage. Just make sure that they are even. Just checking in the mirror, and open your eyes as well, just check that it is still visible. With the Sigma E25 brush, just buff that line up through the crease, blending that cream eyeshadow off just so it's nice and seamless. This is the SLA pigment in the shade Iron Star. It's a beautiful burnt copper with a slightly gold undertone. Just press that into the outer corner over the top of that cream eyeshadow. It's the same brush that I'm using here to do that. So that's just going to stick to that illamasqua eyeshadow that we put on there. You can see it just intensifies the colour a little bit and gives us a more metallic look. That pigment also sitting over the cream is going to help that eyeshadow to last a lot longer. On the inner half of the eye, we're going to put this Nars eyeshadow in Isolde. I'm sorry about the state of that palette, but it's one of my most favourite, oldest eyeshadows. That's why it's copped such a beating. Just press that onto the eyelid as well. This is just going to help to give the eye some dimension. This is a much more coppery tone. So just really press that in. That's the same Q&A 11 brush. I'm not one for dirtying 1,000 brushes. I like to keep things really simple. So then back in with the Sigma E25 to buff out that area. Okay, now some eyeliner. This is the MAC Graphic Eyeliner in Blackswan. We're just going to pop that on the outer corner and just drag that slightly up. We're not really creating a flick, but we do want to elongate the eye just a little bit. Take that right into the tear duct. So on both sides, we are going to go back in with a brush and buff this out in a second. So you just want to try and get it as close to the lashes as possible. Don't worry about how neat the line is on top. So this is the pencil brush, the Ben Nye pencil brush. And just buff and flick that up. Like I said, we're going to try and elongate the eye a little bit. It's not a huge, flick. Just keep smoking that out a little bit. It's not a necessity to put this step in, but if you do want your lashes to look fuller and thicker, an eyeliner of some kind is going to create that depth there for you. Okay, so this is the Becca lengthening mascara. Just pop that on, give it a wiggle. Okay, now with some lashes. These are the House of Lashes, Bombshell. These ones are called. Now these gave me grief. I could have cut this out, but I just wanted to show you that I'm human too, and sometimes things just do not go to plan, but perseverance, and it does get you there. Thank God the glue dries clear, because I think I got it just about all over my face. But you can come back from it. Now to eyebrows. This is the Becca eyebrow mousse in the shade Cocoa. Just going to go in and sharpen up that underneath line just with the little flicks. Really create some definition in the arch and sharpen up the outside point of that arch. Just going to really give you, it feels like a lot more eyelid that it gives you. Now it's time for the under eye concealer. This is the MAC Prolongwear. I'm colour NC15. This is the Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush again. I'm just going to place that under the eye and buff it out. It is that tiny bit lighter. Just want to highlight that area a little bit. Get rid of those nasty bags. Down the side of the nose. We're going to set this under eye area with the Becca mineral powder in the shade Shell, using the Sigma highlighting brush to do this. Just press that in. Do this as soon as you can after putting the concealer on. It's going to prevent any areas from creasing, making us look older, which, God, we do not want that. Just through the T-zone area, not too much powder. Now to bronzer. This is the Chanel Soleil de Tan cream bronzer. This is one of my favorites. This is the Real Techniques multitask brush. So just over the bottom side of the cheekbone, this is not a contour, so just on the bottom side of the cheekbone, up into the temple, around the jawline, and also the hairline. This is a cream product, so we are just working that into the skin a little bit more than we would with a powder. Blend that down the neckline. Now to blush, we have the Nars Orgasm brush. I've hit pan on this one as well. I think I've gone through a couple of these. This suits this look because it's got a gold undertone to it, which is going to marry in with the bronzer really nicely, and also the highlight that we've chosen, which is the Becca Opal highlighter. Just pop that on the tops of the cheekbones. This is the Sigma highlighting brush again that I'm using. This is going to really help us out with that dewy look. It's going to beam through. Bring out our cheekbones. Don't forget to check yourself out, ladies. Very important step there. Now on to lips. Just a nice light gloss today. This is the Bite Beauty Lush lip gloss in the shade Honey. So just pop that on. You're all pretty much, we've known how to do that since we were 12 years old, I think, with the gloss. And there we have it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. That's the finished look. You can absolutely achieve that yourselves I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.